got a little work in, some move the ball at the end, and so got a chance to play real football and see what some guys have, and good energy all day, and it's been great energy all week.
Yeah, we talked about that energy on the first day. Did you kind of sense a change now that the full patch came on?
I think it's just been good. I think it's been very consistent, and that's really what I hope we have is consistent energy, consistent execution. We expect high level. We have a high standard that we operate with every day in practice. So, I just don't want any roller coaster rides. I want to be consistent day in and day out. There's always installs you're putting in every day, and one side of the ball, has more that they're working on that's new. And so, one day one side of the ball wins, and the other day the other side. But we got some good give and take, and both sides are doing a nice job progressing throughout the spring. Had some really good winners. A guy like Elijah Carson, sticks out in my mind just with the winner he had. Not necessarily so much with the spring ball yet. He's still learning, but just really worked hard and really has grown and developed. He's got a lot of natural ability to go along with all the things that he's learning as far as the game's concerned. But having known most of these guys, and you kind of know what they're made of, and so there's not a lot that surprises you. It's kind of when you get new faces, and so it's been fun seeing the new guys like Tyson Maeva and Deron Bland, and those guys that are new coming in the program, and they're figuring it out each and every day.
Speaking of those newcomers, Jordan Wilmore, can you share what his eligibility status is for this fall?
Yeah, he'll be able to play.
Okay.
Yep.
On that defensive line, can you share how Aaron Mosby's kind of progressing from that, in the position change? Was that always the goal for him, or was that kind of as his body developed that you saw that as an option?
Yeah, I think about when Aaron first came in 4 or 5 years ago. It seems like time's flown by, but I think we always felt like he might become that. You even remember being on the offensive side, looking at him, thinking, man, he's got a big body to grow into. So he's done that, and I think really when I came in like a year ago, I felt like sooner or later he would become a defensive end, play closer to the ball. So he's learning the techniques. He's playing with more confidence each and every day in practice, and he just adds to a group that already puts a ton of pressure on the quarterback.
And is that kind of one of the strengths of the defense you see, that defensive line?
Yeah, it is. I think especially when it comes to our pass rush, I think that we got some guys that work individually very well, but then also together. So when you got your games that you're running, they really do a nice job of understanding what we're trying to accomplish, and it doesn't matter who gets the credit. Someone's going to get home and get to the quarterback.
Coach, I know right now you're going to have spring break. What are some things you guys are trying to work on away from the team?
Yeah, I think number one is just you need some time away to relax a little bit. And we've gone 8 weeks hard. We went 7 weeks, and we said going in, this is going to probably be the hardest winter workout session you've ever had, and I think it was. And the guys rose to the occasion, and the participation in those workouts, because we don't have really any injuries, was at such a high level that it was so competitive. And now that carried over into a week of spring ball, and so these guys have had a lot going, and they just need to get away for a week. It doesn't hurt for them to have that time. But I know a lot of guys are very motivated, and you're going to see them, finding ways to get a workout session, whether it's in the weight room or on their own, and throwing the football and working on their drills, because they're certainly motivated and want to be the best they can be. I'm excited to come back and have 11 really good practices.
What is the return process going to look like with everything going on?
Yeah, we have quite a time off here before we get back to playing football, because when we do return after spring break, we'll have to go through some protocol with a couple tests, and really that will take about 4 days before we can for sure step back on the field. So we're looking at a Friday, really 2 weeks from now.
And do you get to step right in the pads again, or is there any process?
Yeah, we can step right in the pads. Yeah.
Not a typical spring break, right, for you, given that there's high school football going on. Is that going to be more recruiting? Are you taking kind of an active role in going to games, or is it kind of watching film for you?
Yeah, I mean, really, that's not even an opportunity, because we're still in the dead period. So being out isn't anything we can even do. We are watching a lot of film now and again, of high school film, which at this time of the year, usually you're watching film, but it just seems like it's different timing. But we've done a lot with the recruiting since December. I mean, really, Courtney Morgan and Julius Brown do such a great job of having an organized plan for us, and we've been relentless with how we go about that process, and it's paid off. And so we'll continue to keep the intensity going with recruiting, and looking forward to finding more dogs. That's for sure.
Coach, I saw Jalen Cropper obviously did some impressive things last fall, and I saw you won one of your most improved winter workout awards. How much better could he have gotten over those 7 weeks?
Yeah, the commitment. I think you just find another level of intensity that he's playing with, and he's just all in on being a football player right now. I think there's things where he likes to touch the ball, in his freshman and even last year, but now he's seeing what it takes to be a complete football player. And I know he has aspirations also of going to the next level. And if you're going to do that, you have to do more than just make a big play here and there. You gotta be able to become a physical football player. That's the way the game is meant to be played. And just what he did at this last 7 weeks, I just think he's become a much mentally tougher player. He's always been coachable. He's always wanted to continue to learn, and he's just been relentless on his pursuit to be great.
Thank you very much.